What's up, YouTube? This is Chris from Team Topeka. I'm going to be doing my Shaddolls deck profile today for the October 2014 format, as well as discuss my choices for the deck, as I feel should be done with all deck profiles, and kind of explain how this deck was affected by the recent ban list. I do apologize if the camera's shaky in any way. I don't have anything to hold up my camera yet, but anyway, let's get into the deck. I run triple Mathematician. I prefer Mathematician over Armageddon Knight, not only because I like the artwork better, but I think this card as a floater is way better, especially because if you decide to get Falco, Falco survives the next turn. Whatever happens, as long as that Falco can stay on board, you're gonna get that special summon off of it. You already +1 by summoning Mathematician and getting Falco, so that's a +1 for your first turn. And then if Falco can flip face up, you can get your Beast or whatever you need. Dragon if you have a problem with a Synchro Monster, like Key Beetle or something like that, or maybe the Beals of Diabolic Dragons, whatever. But you can Synchro into Armades way quicker, and Armades just destroys Yang Zings. It hurts the hands a lot. Basically anything that is in the damage step, it's going to interrupt a lot of that, and that really helps in this format. So I think that's why I choose Mathematician. Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning as one of the boss monsters in the main deck. I think he's the only boss monster in the main deck. I don't think he really needs any explanation. He's just good against everything in this format, since banishing is such a powerful mechanic. Next, I do play triple Artifact Moraltech. I wouldn't necessarily... I like just saying I play Shaddolls. I don't like saying it's Shaddolls artifacts. I don't think just teching or putting artifacts... It's not even really a tech anymore. I don't think putting artifacts in the build makes it Shaddolls artifacts, because the artifacts are basically just there to disrupt your opponent's plays and allow a greater variety for plays when you go for Soul Charge, or if you happen to actually get 2 of these on the board at once, for Pallades, which is also very significant. This format with just basically anything that bounces or banishes seems to hurt the main decks, since they're not going to get their effects when they go to the graveyard. But the only complaint I have about this card is that it can break in my hand sometimes. I can get rid of it with Fusion. I can get rid of it with Beast. It's not impossible to get rid of in my hand, or I can set it. I can tribute for it if I absolutely have to. I don't like that it bricks, but otherwise I like the artifact engine. I feel like now that Soul Charge is at 1, it's way better than the Lightsworn build, but I've never played that personally. I play 1 Thunder King. Not so much that it's a light target. I mean, I play Felice also, but I play Thunder King because he really hurts a lot of decks. And if you can set up with sufficient back row, and if you don't open with Mathematician, or like a Falco and a Shadow Games, then this is definitely an optimal play. I think turn 1, it puts a lot of pressure on board, and makes your opponent really kind of think about their play, because they're not going to be able to duality, they can't add, they can't search with the Nev. So it really helps against Satella Knights. And that matchup is only going to get harder now that Super Poly is at 1. And then the 1 Felice. She's good. She sucks when you draw her, but otherwise she's good. And she has really buff man arms. I don't like that. Focus for those man arms. Look at those. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, besides man arms and drawing her, she's really good. It's a 1-card Black Rose or Arcanite Magician, and I love it because of that. It's just, oh, I'm down on card advantage. Oh, it's Black Rose. Let's see how that works. So, very good card in that aspect. As for the Shaddolls themselves, I play triple Shaddolls Dragon. This card is one of the Shaddolls I actually prefer, because it actually has, significant attack. I don't like to use it for the bouncing effect very much. I much prefer using it as an MST. But, I mean, if you really need to get rid of something to use that bounce effect, you can, but I think it's much more usable, like I said, as an MST. There's 1 Hedgehog. I play 2. Where's the other one? I don't know. There's the other one. Okay. I play 2 Hedgehog. A lot of people are only playing 1. I play the 2 because I think sometimes it's just that extra Shaddolls you have in your hand if they're not going to overlay or they're not going to synchro or anything like that. And, getting to add that back, especially for Beast, and to basically sack the Beast and get back the Fusion in the mirror match is a really powerful move. So, if anything, that's probably a reason to run it. It's not the best. It's really not. Like it's only there to get fusion. Like once El Shaddol fusion comes out, I'm gonna be playing this at 1, definitely. I actually would prefer a pure Shaddol build, so I can't wait for the new challengers to come out. I play double beast. A lot of people play 3, but I cannot play 3 when I run triple Moraltok and Felice because my hands are just gonna open up really, really dead if I continually add these monsters that I can't do anything with without fusion. So. But I love Beast. He's one of my absolute favorites. Falco always gets Beast in most situations. I love that you can just draw with him. It's awesome. Double Squamata, I think that's pretty standard. Speaks for itself. I play double Falco. I play double Falco just because I like the recurrence with this card. Otherwise, I mean, everybody thought it was gonna be the best one when it came out. It's really slow. I never like to set it out of my hand. I don't want to draw it. I just want to send it to the grave and special summon it that way with fusion. That's all the monsters. I think it's 20 monsters, something like that. I play 1 Soul Charge. It's at 1. I only ever played 1 anyway. A lot of people say if your deck doesn't run 3 Soul Charge, you probably shouldn't be running Soul Charge at all. But I think the fact that you can just bring back huge boards, make level chain, stack the BLS, you know, make Castle, make Volcasaurus or Plays is really, really good. 1 Foolish Burial. This is Auf Deutsch, so I'm going to play it. Allure of Darkness, just, it's more draw power, self-explanatory. The 1 Super Polymerization. In my earlier build, when I didn't have the artifacts, I did run 3 of these. Like, it's such a good card. It's basically spell speed 2, so like, fuck that, it's spell speed 4. You can't even respond to it, and it just, like, summons something, or you can even set your own card, and then just, if they find a way to get over it, you can just chain this, and it ruins days. It was really good against the Burning Abyss matchup, really good against the Teller matchup, and it sucks it's at 1 because, if anything, I feel like Shaddolls were kind of the only deck that kind of got hit on the list. They were not directly hit. Neither were Satella Knights or Burning Abyss, but that really hurts Shaddolls as they try and compete for the top spot in this format. Okay. What's next? Book of Moon. It's Book of Moon. I play double MST in the main, and I'll explain why. I play double MST because it used to be Vanity's Emptiness. I feel like now that Soul Charge is at 1, Vanity's Emptiness is not that big of a deal. I don't like Vanity's Emptiness. I've never liked Vanity's Emptiness. I hate that a common in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game can be $25 to $40. I think that's ridiculously stupid. I think without Key Beetle or Spark Dragon to protect it, you might as well just tell your opponent, hey, can you please make me -1? Because all these decks nowadays, they're teching Dragon and they're running Mathematician, so even if you happen to get Vanities out, they can break the lock unless you have Key Beetle or Spark or something like that, which is not always the case. So I think I still have Key Beetle in my extra deck. I'll probably take it out for an Exciton or a 101 or something. Maybe even another Castell, just because I don't... In Shaddolls, you rarely have a board where you can make a rank 4 anyway. It's usually only with Soul Charge, and now that Soul Charge is at 1, I mean, it doesn't happen that often. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt Fire Fist at all, and they're coming back, and I think we're going to see a lot more Rogue decks this next format. So, I never liked it in the first place, and I just find this is a perfect excuse not to play it, because I don't want to play a card that I'm not comfortable with. I've been playing it in the tournament for a couple weeks, and it's always, I've drawn 1 or 2, and I never need it, or I'll never draw it when I do need it, so I don't like dealing with it. Treble Shaddol Fusion, that's kind of, you have to run that, I think. Can't wait for El Shaddol Fusion, it's going to make it better, can't wait. Shini Hanga and E-Crystal, or whatever they changed their names to. The traps, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse. I feel Compulse is better, but Bottomless is just necessary in a lot of situations. It really sucks when you summon Leos. Bottomless it. 1 Solemn Warning, because I still think it's one of the best traps in the game. Double Breakthrough Skill. I play Michael, so milling it isn't bad, and it's really strong against, in the mirror match against a Winda, or something like that. It's really, Burning Abyss do not like it when you break through skill their tour guide, of course, so that helps too. Triple Sinister Shadow Games. I think this is the best card in the deck, one of the best cards in the deck. No, it's not the best card in the deck, but it's really close to being the best card in the deck. It opens up a lot of plays. It can be an MST, it can be a draw 1, it can be a special summon. I mean, it's a fantastic card with no limitations, really. You can play 3 in 1 turn if you want. And then the triple Heiligtum, or Sanctum, Theosophy, whatever you want to call it. I think I have 1 English and 2 German, so it's Heiligtum in German, but this card's really, really good, and if people don't know you're playing artifacts, they're gonna blind MST or something, they're gonna pop with a dragon or something, and you're gonna hit Sanctum, and they're gonna regret it instantly. And if they do know you're playing artifacts, they're gonna be more hesitant to play it. And I like, that's kind of like a little mind game. Like, if they're hesitant to do the play they want to do, then they're gonna start making plays they're not comfortable with, and that is gonna give you some advantage. Extra deck. Favorite monster ever for the deck. I play triple Nephilim or Construct. I like Nephilim way better, but it's the name of it has ties to a Judaic god, I think. So obviously, being in America, we can't handle having any of that religious stuff. So they changed the name. Gotta get over it. Come on, we have Cowboy with guns, and we have Castell with a gun, but we have to, you know, we literally have to censor every other card with boobs or religious ties or whatever. It's just, double Winda. Window is supposed to be the mega, you know, the mega thing that killed all other decks that Shaddolls would just win all the time because of Winda. I don't like Winda that much. It's a good card, but, I mean, if you bring it out against something like Medulce or Burning Abyss before they can summon anything, it really helps. But otherwise, Mermels can get over it usually pretty easy unless you have the back row. So, you know. Those are all the fusions I played, just 5. I think I play 5 of each. And then for the synchros, I play Michael. Just another way to banish anything, really. It's really good, and then it can recycle Felice if she's in your graveyard too. So if you have a Mathematician in your hand, that can be a really good power play next turn for level 7. 1 Leo. I don't make Leo very often. I mean, if you can make Leo, you're probably gonna win anyway because you have so many cards on the field. But stuff like Burning Abyss can't really get over Leo, which is awesome. They don't really run anything that doesn't target, so Leo's a great choice against them. Armades, I think it's the best level 5 synchro in the game. I don't think it requires much explanation. Arcanite Magician, Summon, Pop, and Black Rose Dragon. 1 card Black Rose is just, that appeals to me. As for the Xyz, we have Pleiades, who's just, I've played Constellars for so long. I feel like I can't top unless I play Constellars. Like, I misplay, or I'm so tired because I didn't get enough sleep, and I just misplay. I don't see these common things. Like, I played in our OTS the other day, and there were only 6 people. It was ridiculous, but I did horrible. I lost, you know, I had these fields, and, oh, that makes Black Rose. All right, I didn't add up the levels. I don't know if I was tired. I was just missing breakthroughs in the grave, and I wasn't checking their graves like I normally do. It's like, I feel like I'm just out of it these last couple weeks. I don't know. But Pleiades is still probably one of the best XYZs in the game, and it always kind of keeps me tied to my little Constellar deck, so gotta like that. The other rank 5 is just, it's Fulcosaurus. To do some damage if you soul charge. 1 Level Chain to stuck the BLS, or send anything you need, I guess, if you really need to. 1 Castell to bounce stuff. And 1 Key Beetle, just because I had Vanities in here. I still have it in my side, so I might just keep Key Beetle in because Arc is kind of this format. Because, you know, Dante always goes to defense. And, you know, if you take one of the Shaddolls fusions, they're just going to get it back when you try and kill the one-on-one. So, I might keep Key Beetle in there. Never know. As for the side deck, play double Maxi. I feel Maxi is still a really good card. I don't get decided in as much as I would want to, but I think it's a good card. Triple Chain Disappearance. I was playing against Burning Abyss in the local tournament last week. We're starting to see a lot more Burning Abyss, you know, following Jeff Jones' build, you know, putting in Ryza and all that stuff. It's like, man, just anything to bounce my fusions. Anything to bounce them. I felt bad because he forgot to search with Skarm at the end phase for Tour Guide, even though I knew he already had one in his hand anyway. So I felt kind of bad telling him no, but it's just, he didn't miss it. Like, I was in the middle of my main phase, getting ready to go to battle phase, and he's like, oh, yeah, Skarm. I'm like, But it didn't matter, because he summoned Tour Guide, and I Chain Disappearance anyway, so that kind of sealed the deal for that game, so. Yeah, and then my 2 Emptiness are on the side. I feel like this is a 1-card win against the Cosmic Dragon Yang Zings. They hate seeing this card. Just put a Construct on board and just keep poking, killing everything, and if you combo this with Winda or something, it's pretty much over, because they're not going to get anything. Like, their whole deck relies on you attacking them and then special summoning. Well, you can't special summon, and you can't get over 28 without special summoning at all. The one they have is the Suini, the fire one, so that's only 19. So, Vanity's Eminence is just there. I feel like I can't take it out yet, but this card needed to be banned. This card and Soul Charge create that stupid lock that basically says you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't like that at all. Light Imprisoning, I wonder what this is for. Zatala Knights, it really shuts them down. I tried Stingy and Dirge for a little while. It messes them up, but I think Light Mirrors still around better. I put in Double Trap Stun for the missing Super Polys. I think this is good, like especially against Burning Abyss or a really trap-heavy deck. Wiretap's good, but I saw Trap Stun first, so I put Trap Stun in for now. We'll see. It really helps. I mean, I guess the only thing it loses to is Nova, but I think it's good. And you know, if they have to waste the Nova on a Trap Stun, whatever. For the mirror match, double Diffusion. It's really good. I actually haven't ever resolved it yet. When in the mirror match that I played, I didn't draw it. And then one Mind Control and one MST. So that's the deck. As I said on the ban list, this deck really got hurt with losing Super Poly. Zatala Knights got hit a little bit with Soul Charge, but they got Rhoda back. Burning Abyss didn't get hit at all. I definitely think with Dante going up to about 80, 85, I really think I'll hit it 100 with the new tuner. It's like, hey, I'm going to Synchro and draw a card, and then I can special summon him from the grave and just summon another Telenite and then Synchro again and draw another card. Maybe you can draw a card twice. I don't know. It says you can only use one of the following effects once per turn, but that's the special summon from your hand or the special summon from the grave when he's sent to the grave. So I don't know. He's amazingly broken though, and Virgil's amazingly broken. Like when you Synchro for Virgil, you get to draw another card. So basically, you're going to summon that tuner and special summon a Burning Abyss or whatever you have to do, and you're going to Synchro, and you're going to get Virgil. You're going to draw a card for Virgil, and you're going to draw a card for the tuner. I think Burning Abyss, without a doubt, is going to be the best deck of the format. That's really ridiculous. But anyway, enough of that. Let me know what you think about the deck. Let me know if you have any criticisms. Like I said, I've been playing it for a month or two now, and I've been beating myself up because I'm the one making the mistakes, I feel, with this deck. I mean, there's nothing wrong with your opponent just, you know, opening broken and making the best play. Like, there's no shame losing to a really good player, but I feel like I've been making some mistakes with this deck, and I'm trying to really perfect it, especially before New Challengers gets here. I don't think I'm going to play the Fire one. I'll probably play the Earth one. I love the Earth one. I love the artwork. It looks so good. Nephilim sitting on Quilloth Killer's bones. It's awesome. But, yeah, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my channel for some openings and some new Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching, guys.